Thai silk as we know it isn't something new, isn't a new product or new invention by Jim Thompson. It's already existed for centuries. Our forefathers have woven Thai silk and dyed Thai silk from natural fibers, materials that were available at hand. Hence, that's what made the silk very somber, very muted, and rather dull in coloring. What was available then was just dried leaves and roots and tree barks and the earth and dried flowers. These produced muted tones like the dark browns and deep reds and olive greens and greys. Not all that interesting. It wasn't until after the war when Jim Thompson came back to Thailand, when he worked with a small community of weavers and had brought over synthetic dyes from Europe. It was the combination of these vastly superior dyes that could produce bright colors, along with the sheen and the iridescence of the natural raw material of Thai silk that had produced an explosion of colors, something that the world had never seen before. These were bright fuchsias, fashion colors of those mid-century tones, the lime greens and the turquoises that captured the imagination of all the designers and fashionistas all over the world. So it was very easy when relaunching this new collection, Every Color Under the Sun, to go back to all the old archives, the old dresses and the scarves that Jim had made in the early days. All this material provides a very rich heritage and a deep history, a DNA of our company that we can always refer and go back to. Not only do we provide silk for the fashion industry, for the apparels, we also now provide huge amount for the home furnishings industry, where our silk has been gracing many of the world's top projects, restorations of some of the royal palaces around the world. Rooted in a rich heritage which spans more than 50 years, Jim Thompson Thai Silk Company continues today to produce hand-spun, artisanal Thai silk of unrivaled craftsmanship. Specialist weavers create silks by hand using traditional methods in our facility in rural Thailand, where we also work with local farmers to nurture our silkworms, treat the cocoons, reel the yarns, and then dye and weave our fabrics. Still, all this process done by eye and by hand, by the traditional villagers. There's been no changes. The construction of some of these silk remain the same for 50 or 100 years. One of the most surprising things about creating new colors of silk or recreating the old ones isn't a case of determination. It's more of an accident, a chance happening of two colors meeting. When the silk yarn is warped up, we choose hundreds of the weft colors to go through in a color blanket. With this vast range, we've narrowed it down to just over 300 colors, which we feel are the key colors for this season, and we've put it together under the collection name, Every Color Under the Sun. The smallest details and refinements that we apply to Jim Thompson silks today may be unnoticeable immediately, but it is these really small and key details which make a difference in a Jim Thompson silk. As fabrics will be used for different applications, for home furnishings, for drapery, for upholstery, we apply different treatments and finishes. Sometimes to make the silk stronger, to make it softer, to make it more dry, to make it hang better. So apart from the plain silks, we also create prints and also other weaves such as ikat, traditional hand-dyed, hand-tied motifs, which is very typical of this part of the world, a tradition that has been going on for centuries and a tradition that we continue today at Jim Thompson.